Established in 2024 and headquartered in Telangana, India, SCRMP is international dedicated society already registered in India and USA, working to advance clinical research and support healthcare professionals. Through initiatives like workshops, webinars, and our publications, Health Kingdom SCRMP empowers professionals by fostering innovation, collaboration, and education in the field of clinical research. Let me also highlight that the Society of Clinical Research and Medical Professionals is registered society under the Society Act of 2001, Telangana, India, Niti Aayog NGO. In addition to being registered in India, SCRMP is incorporated in the USA as a New Mexico non-profit corporation, establishing its recognition as an international organization. The society is committed to advancing in the field of clinical research and supporting healthcare professionals, aiming to be a gateway to excellence in pharmacy, medical, and clinical research. Our National Secretary Office is located in Santosh Nagar, Hyderabad, Telangana, India, and our international headquarters are in Washington, D.C., USA. For more details, you can also check our official website. Before we proceed, I would also like to take a moment and highlight the Pharmacovigilance Week. Pharmacovigilance Week is observed every year to raise awareness about the importance of drug safety and monitoring adverse drug reactions in patients. It emphasizes the crucial role of healthcare professionals in ensuring medicines are used safely and effectively, improving patient outcomes and contributing to public health. As future pharmacists and healthcare workers, staying vigilant about pharmacovigilance helps us safeguard lives and promote responsible medicine practices. Now, let me introduce our today's speaker. It is my privilege to introduce today's esteemed speaker, Dr. Mohit Changani, sir, a seasoned medical affair leader with over a decade of expertise in medical strategy, clinical trial management, and pharmaceutical product lifestyle development. Currently serving as Deputy General Manager, Medical Affairs in Cadila Pharmaceuticals Limited, he has spearheaded multiple high-impact product launches, including the first aqueous injectable formulation of cholecalciferol, and has led cross-functional terms in cardiology, diabetology, dermatology, critical care, and oncology. With extensive expertise in scientific communication, medical writing, post-marketing surveillance, and key opinion leader engagement, Dr. Changani sir has authored numerous peer-reviewed publications and is widely recognized for bridging innovation with medical excellence in the pharmaceutical industry. Without any further ado, please join me in welcoming Dr. Mohit Changani sir. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Dia, so much for a warm introduction. And at this outset, before I start, I'd like to express my thanks to Society of Clinical Research and medical professionals. And I believe this is a very good initiative that you people are running and engaging people in this learning sessions, the insightful sessions. I'm sure will be very much beneficial to everyone who are related to this field of pharmaceuticals. So today's topic that was allocated to me was the medical function in pharma, whether it is more than just support and how it contributes to strategy insights as well as value. And being my core function, I believe I'd be able to throw some light on how medical professionals work in a pharma company, what is their role and how it is evolving, how as a medical professional we can effectively contribute to the business of medicine. So before I start, let me share my screen. And yes, Dr. Raut. Dr. Raut, if you can mute and if you can confirm whether the slides are visible.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So let us start. And I could jot down few slides together to share my thoughts and what my experience in the pharma field. So before we move into the topic, I'd like to share the story of myself, like what I've been and what I've studied. So if you talk about my educational background, I've done MBBS and then MS in the field of human anatomy. And after I completed my post-graduation, I used to work in a medical college as an assistant professor, and I used to teach undergraduate medical students, where I was teaching them anatomy. And I served as the various served at various positions in medical academia. I was there for more than 8 years or so. And after 8 years of serving into academia, I thought of changing field, and I thought, let me explore what are the new avenues where I can contribute to the industry and the society. And then through few of the common friends, I was introduced to the life of a medical professional into the pharmaceutical industry, and then I was moved into this pharmaceutical field where I am right now working with the capacity of medical advisor. So this is briefly about my educational background and story and what I've been doing ever since I left my academic career in medical academia. So this is what it is. Previously, medical academist, and now into pharma industry in the medical affairs. So if I start talking about like how functions, but now in present time, medical is just not limited to these functions. We are involved in shaping the value proposition. We establish credibility with the influencers and customers. The MSLs, this new evolving role of medical affairs in our country, they are involved in peer-to-peer scientific exchange, one-on-one scientific exchange with the uh, healthcare practitioners. We play a very big role in brand strategy, product strategy, brand strategy. We develop epidemiological and risk management initiatives because in current times, epidemiological studies are on the rise, and medical team contributes to a very great extent to this studies. Also, we generate patient, payer, and stakeholder insight, and we provide these information to the marketing counterparts, and that would help in the development of the strategy up to a very large extent. Also, with the current digital era, we drive digital engagement and e-education. So, in current times, as compared to the historical function, medical has a lot to contribute to the pharma industry. So, there are two main verticals in a division, if I may say. One is marketing and sales, other is medical affairs. So, the traditional functions of marketing was known personal promotion, marketing, advertising, as the name suggests, direct sales promotion. And if you talk about the medical affairs, publication, communication, medical education, knowledge and data management, MSL operations, HEOR and analytics, review compliance, medical information. There were few functions which were in the gray area but tilting towards the marketing, like speaker management, field medical management, medical and marketing, KOL management, key opinion leader management, phase 4 investigation, and congress management. Congress management means the conference attendance and all those things. Now, in current times, these functions are more driven by medical people. Like, for example, KOL management, the establishment of relationship with the key opinion leaders, the top doctors of the country in so and so area, so and so therapeutic area. It is whole and soul managed by a medical affairs team. Phase 4 investigations, it's a core function of medical area, and conference management, CME management or symposium management, entirely a medical event. So now in current times, even those functions which were tilting towards marketing, which was mainly governed by the marketing field, is in current times going towards the medical affairs. So what are the main differences? Of course, the primary goal of a marketing person, driving sales, revenue, and marketing share. Medical, you ensure scientific credibility, patient safety, and better outcomes. Focus, of course, their focus is on product promotion, brand positioning. But medical teams promotion focus is on science, evidence, and education. Key stakeholders. So for marketing, key stakeholders would be customers, prescribers, and payers who would be giving them business. But a medical person will look at physicians, researchers, key opinion leaders, regulatory bodies, patients, and internal teams. So medical team would be engaging with lots of many people and impacting their contribution in the pharma field. Nature of communication, the very traditional ways of marketing, of course, persuasive, promotional, and commercial messaging. But a medical team person would be throwing out balanced, unbiased, evidence-based scientific information. Any medical team, if you consider of any pharma company, no medical person would be backing a claim which is not backed by solid scientific data. So this is where we contribute, and this is where a medical person actually checks pharma company to promote the non-ethical claims. Otherwise, pharma companies would start, or not just pharma companies, but people would start propagating information which is maybe hypothetical, but it is the medical team which stops the people from propagating the known evidence-based information. Their deliverables would be uh, engaging the people into various campaigns, advertisement, promotional materials. But medical team would be involved in publications, clinical data, CMEs, advisory boards. This is what a medical person delivers their work through the events. Differentiation strategy would be on pricing by a marketing person, branding, customer loyalty program. But how a medical person differentiates his or her product as from the competitor. So we work through clinical evidence, we work through outcomes and safety data. And last, core expertise of a marketing person, of course, marketing, sales, branding. But medical person, medicine, science, clinical research, and medical education. So there is a whole lot of arenas in which medical team member would be contributing. So what would be a key attribute of a medical advisor for becoming a medical advisor, for becoming a medical team member in a pharma company? What are the key attributes that has to be in a person to work effectively as a medical team member? So first thing that I'd say is foundational and core competencies, which would be understanding of compliance and ethics, scientific and clinical expertise, and scientific and technological thought leadership. Now, scientific and technological thought leadership means applying your scientific knowledge into promoting and into driving the company's strategy. Then, second attribute would be strategic and business, as I was saying. First, the person should be having strategic vision. The medical person should be having, first of all, a fair idea about the current medical practice, current therapeutic area. For example, there is a person who works in a diabetic division. So that person should be having a thorough understanding of how a diabetic person is being treated. Second, what is the epidemiological facts about diabetes? What are the new development in the management of diabetes? Now, with the help of these information, this person should be able to visualize the future in a way that so and so drug is coming and there is an existing gap in the therapy in the management of diabetes. So in the upcoming future, this product may or may not be relevant. So if you are having this vision, if you are having this analytical capacity, you would be doing wonders in a medical team. There will be a business leadership which is required, and research acumen will always be expected from a medical person. How about the attributes related to patient and system focus? So patient centricity should be always there. We in a medical team, whenever we are thinking, the center of our discussion would be the benefits the patient is going to get from the product and the understanding of the healthcare system. Because let us say there is a medical advisor who works in, let us say, UK. So medical system, the healthcare system of UK is totally different than the medical system, healthcare system of our country. So your guidance to the company, your inputs in the strategy should be according. Whatever you would apply in UK might not be relevant or working for a pharma company in India. So that healthcare system understanding is very much important. Then adaptiveness and innovative nature. Learning agility, a medical advisor, a doctor is always a learner. The digital and data fluency, this is more relevant in current times. And research acumen, the health economics and outcome research, how a drug is effective economically as well as socially. And last but not the least, interpersonal and behavior. This is again a very, very important attribute. Communication skill. Without communication skills, medical affairs would be very much difficult. Emotional intelligence and stakeholder engagement, because a medical team, a person would be dealing with entire marketing team. The medical person will be dealing with entire sales team. Medical person will be communicating with learning and development training team. The medical advisor will be always in connection with the doctors of different area. For example, if I give you my example, I look after few divisions in my organization: orthopedics, cardiodiabetic, and a few others. So now I look after the medical activities of these specialties across the country. So I have to have a good communication skill while I am discussing a few topics with few doctors in the north of India. I have to bend myself in a way when I am discussing the same topic with the doctors from the southern India. So that stakeholder engagement attributes should be very well present in a medical advisor to succeed in the field. And if I talk about medical affairs, now it is no longer a back office role. If you see in current times, medical affairs is at the forefront